with Satan and or wicked people and or people who are just simply following orders. New York has made it very clear that they are willing to bow down to Satan and they work for Satan. I'm not saying everybody who lives in New York. I'm talking about the politicians, the lawmakers. They bow down to Satan. Period. The lockdowns, okay, lock everybody down. They said, oh, they don't take the shot, they can't go to work. They can't do this. They can't do it. They was, to my family in New York, tell me if I'm lying. A lot of y'all went through hell living out there. Going through what the hell happened over the last 3 years. You know what I'm talking about. A large number of y'all got fired. A large number of your children were kicked out of school. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The people working in the hospitals, the nurses, the people who are the teachers at schools, you know what I'm talking about. New York is a heavy breeding ground of government experimentation. New York is used as an experimental playground for this system. That is a fact. They only care about New York for Wall Street and money purposes. They care about New York for money purposes for the vast majority. They don't care about the people because they experiment on y'all heavily. Them damn rats are so big. I'd be like, God dang. I was walking down the street in New York one of the nights after we had a major event. We were exposing the shot and all that, and we had scientists that we brought to answer the people's questions and provide solutions and naturopathic remedies, all of that. It was beautiful. That was in Brooklyn. And if you were there, let me know right now if you were there, because you already know. It was dope. But I was walking down the street one night. These rats were so big. They was not afraid of nobody. I said, oh, New York rats are some gangsters. See, we got Bloods and Crips in LA. Y'all got rats that run boroughs. Like they have their own. I said, this is crazy. But my point is, oh, you were there in Brooklyn? I think you know what I'm talking about. My point is, New York is not a place where the government cares about the people, because they don't care about the people in any of these cities nor any of these states. But New York in particularly is heavily experimented on. Just like downtown LA, just like parts of Florida, just like parts of Texas, just like DC, they experiment on people. And because there's a lot of money and manipulation of money, it's a good breeding ground, because people look at the old Manhattan and they look at the, yeah, I live in Manhattan. Like it's this prestige, this, do you know where I live? I live in a high rise over here. Like that kind of stuff. It's just weird to me, because you have people in downtown LA the same way now. Now realizing, yo, they're experimenting on y'all. Seriously. Somebody said, what parts of Texas? Houston, for sure. Houston is a major area that they use for experimentation. Not necessarily Dallas, but Houston for sure. I think there's one other area that I want to look into. What is that? What it was the, where all those Amber Alerts were. I can't quote the city right now, but Houston is one of the top ones. So I'm going to mention that again, for those of you who would like to grab your intellectual power, it will not be until Friday. To those who are in New York and that law that got passed, you will not be able to negotiate. If you are attacked and they say the reason is because you are infected, because of what they just passed in New York, supposedly, I'm going to look more into it, but because of what they just quote unquote passed in New York, they are stating that they will be able to place you in a quarantine site if you are deemed infected, and they are able to come in your home, take you and whoever else is there, and transport you to a quarantine facility. They were doing this in Australia already. They already were doing this in certain areas. They've already done that. I'm telling you now, you have to lose this idea that this isn't real. Get rid of the idea that this isn't real. Get rid of the idea that, oh, these people care and, oh, they couldn't do that. Some of them have a heart. I know y'all are not like this. I'm telling you right now, sincerely. You need to start training. You need to. It's not a possibility. It is a need. It is a need. You need to start training. Okay? And again, as I said, I'm going to look more into it. I'm hearing people say that that is what passed, but I'm going to look into it. So if it did pass, if that is the case, okay, start training. You can say whatever. You can say Democrats. You can say Republicans. I don't give a damn. Some people are a little too small brained where you get stuck on, it's the political party. No. Your survival. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Get that out of y'all vernacular when you're talking about that. Well, you know, the Democrat. I don't trust a Republican. I don't trust a Democrat. Same damn system. Get over it. I don't trust either. Y'all gotta wake up. Seriously. Please. Rizza, how do you know? My major in college was political science, and you didn't need to go to college to know that this is a damn game. Get over it. You think I'm safer in Texas versus a Democratic state? No. There's certain parts of Texas you go to, it don't matter what you say. I'm considered a nigga to them. And certain things they'll try to do just because of the color of my skin. Get over this political game, dude. Seriously, start training. That's all I gotta tell you. Some of you will realize it the hard way when they knock on your door. Hopefully it doesn't happen to you, but I'm telling you, if it happens to me, I will not be, oh, well, please, grow up. You're dealing with a very wicked government, a very evil, wicked government. Not every person that works for this government is evil, but the very nature, the core of it is satanic. It is completely evil at its core. You cannot negotiate with it. You cannot. And if you think the whole pandemic is over and the shots are over and all that, it's not. It's not over. Trust me, it's not over. So just make sure you have what you need at home. Make sure you have your supplies. Make sure you're training. Make sure you are preparing for anything. You want to make sure you're prepared just in case. All right? Just make sure you're prepared. That's all. That way, whatever happens, you will be prepared. You and your family will be taken care of. Focus on that rather than thinking everything is cool and just relaxing and chilling. And, I don't trust this system. I never will. And I will never relax. Y'all got to wake the hell up. Seriously, you think I'm working out to impress somebody? No, I'm working out for survival. To crack shields if I am attacked. And I mean that. If you think I'm playing, trust me. If you ever see me in person, if you see me in person, you see my size. It ain't just the size. Trust me. I'm very serious. I'm very serious. I'm telling you now. It's a spiritual war bigger than anything else. That's what we're taught, and that's what I know. This is good versus evil. This is Satan versus God, the Most High. I know for a fact this is more spiritual than anything else. As long as you know that, you'll be cool, but don't rely only on the fact that it's a spiritual war and think that all you need to do is pray, because you will also be lost there too. Pray, study, exercise, train, prepare, make sure you have all that you need at home. Just, that's it. Not a fear thing. A smart thing, not a fear thing, an intelligence thing. And in light of that, make sure you go to the link in my bio so that you can sign up for free to get on the list so that you can get the ability to get your intellectual power on Friday. It will go up and it is a limited supply. The first round is a limited supply. I'm gonna let y'all know that now. So Friday, I'll make sure to see y'all again, and I will come on live to make the announcement when it is time for you to go and grab yours. But I want y'all to have a good night.